All right, hey everybody, welcome back to the eBay shop. My name's Corey.
I'm Teresa.
And we are Grams and Pops Vintage, and today we're going to give you an update. There is an update on the Transformer scam saga.
Saga. I guess it has carried on a couple videos.
It has carried on, and it's going to continue to carry on.
Well, this one and then maybe one more.
Yeah, so we're trying to wrap it up. We're trying to get to the end of it. We want it behind us as much as, well, we want it behind it probably more than anyone behind us. We want it done. So we're going to give you an update. We've found a few things out. Things have happened since we last talked about it. And we're going to talk about that in this video, but we're also going to show you some of the items that sold over the weekend. So let's start with the first one of those.
We sold a Bratz doll. We sold a new cool Eaton doll.
So it's this guy here. He's missing his feet and all of his outfit.
Yep.
And what does he sell for?
$18.74.
$18.74.
He was on sale. And the next thing we sold, we bought this almost a year ago, and I just got around to listing it because I just found them.
Yeah.
These are Pyrex. They're the teal Amish butter print little refrigerator dishes with lids.
I'm surprised you want to sell those. It's got chicken on it.
I don't have no use for them.
They're very noisy, but yes, old Pyrex with the lids. What's something like that sell for?
That one sold for $18.99.
All right, so the first thing that happened with the Transformer case is about March 15th, I think, right in there, we got a letter. I'm not sure what day that was, but I know it was right in that area within a day or two. We got a letter in the mail. We noticed that it came from Minnehaha County, which is where the court case has been filed. And that letter was basically to let us know, it was from the sheriff's office. It was to let us know that he had been served. So that's the guy right there. That's the letter. And
do you need me to read it?
no, I just need some glasses. All right, so it gives our case number on here, and it says, I hereby certify that on the 12th day of March, 2024, small claims in the above entitled action came into my hand for service on, what did we decide on, Fraudulent Freddy? We'll say that's who he is. So basically it says that this is the police officer that actually took the paperwork over to Fraudulent Freddy and served him. And it says that on the 26th day of March at 11:40 a.m. Does that?
Yes, they got it on the 12th. They didn't serve it.
We didn't get this on the 15th then. We would have got this around March 30th time frame. So they're saying they actually served him on the 26th at 11:40 a.m. So before lunchtime,
he had a rude awakening.
We ruined Freddie's day. And that's what this is. It's from the sheriff's office saying they had actually taken the paperwork over and served Freddie with the paperwork for the small claim, saying he had to answer a summons or reply to the letter.
He had his chance to dispute it or accept it or whatever once he got that.
Yeah, I don't know what it looks like what the paperwork looks like that he got.
No, we've never been served.
No, but I imagine that's exactly what that paperwork's for. It's just to tell him you're being sued. These are your next steps, and you have till this to take them. That's kind of what he was served with. And like we wanted, we did get the sheriff to go serve it, and that's kind of the piece of that. I mean, that's
the basic gist.
Now, still, I'm still kind of on the page that we just took $1,000 loss. So win or lose this, it doesn't matter, but we're going to go through the motions. We want to win. We want to give the Transformers back.
We are going to win.
Well, it's not a soccer game. We can't will it into action.
I can will it. I can ask for everybody's thoughts and prayers. Pray that we win. That's probably not right.
If you've got some juju, you could send this way.
Some good juju.
Send it this way. But at this point, I've kind of been okay. I've kind of made up in my mind that win or lose, it doesn't matter. We took $1,000 loss, and that stinks. Is there anything that we could do about it? We don't know, but we're going to try. This is the first step of that. Well, it's been like the fourth step. But
we have differing opinions on.
We do. I am much more zen about this situation than she is.
I'm not.
But at this point, it's out of our hands. Like, this isn't something we can control, so it's not something you could be upset about.
It is.
Well, you can. It's just kind of a waste of...
I can still be mad.
It's a waste of being angry.
My one comment is, if you didn't do anything wrong, why do you hide your Facebook page?
Yeah, he did hide his Facebook page, not just to us, but to other people. We've had other people go out and try and search his page up. Like, it just disappeared.
Yep.
So I think he knows he did something wrong. I just also think he probably doesn't want someone coming to his house.
Yep, probably.
So, I don't know. That's the situation so far. He has been served. We have more. There's more that happened after that.
Yep.
That was the first piece. We just didn't want to give you an update till we had a little bit more to tell you. So, let's look at a few more things that actually sold.
We sold a telephone, an old-fashioned, I call that old-fashioned, an old-fashioned.
It's not old-fashioned.
Cordless phone set.
I mean, it's not. It's a landline, so it's old-fashioned in that sense. But it is the VTech cordless phone. It's a home phone with answering.
It has 3 handsets with the answering machine, and each one of the handsets has its own charging base.
Yep. We have done well on these in the past.
Yep.
Some of them, not so much so. You almost have to look them up model by model, because some are really good and some are really not great. And you've got to shut off international on these.
Yep.
You have to set up your shipping policy for the U.S. only, because these can't go international.
Nope.
So what'd those sell for?
Those sold on sale for $18.74.
There you go.
The next one I will give Corey credit for, because I didn't go through them all. We went to an indoor garage sale at our local VFW. What, 2 weeks ago? A week ago?
Yeah, a week ago.
And picked up quite a bit of stuff. We sold one thing that's not going to be shown on here, but we sold a $75
It's a
cordless gaming remote.
It's a mouse.
Or mouse, yes, that's what I meant, mouse. We sold another set of books, and then we sold this set of books. They are the Dr. Norman Geisler Systematic Theology Complete 4-volume hardcover set.
Yep. They're big books. We got all 4 of them here. When I started seeing these on the table, I went and scanned a few in and looked them up, and they were coming up with some pretty decent prices. So we did grab quite a few books that day. We paid 10 cents a book for these.
We paid 40 cents for this whole lot.
For all 4 of them.
Yep.
So 10 cents a book, and that set sold for what?
That set sold for $224.99.
Yep. And we bought a ton of stuff at that garage sale, and we spent $40 that day.
$42.50.
So everything else is clear. Well, it's already free and clear, because we sold the mouse, which was free and clear.
We sold the other set of
books. We
books.
sold the camera stuff.
I haven't sold camera stuff. Oh, yeah, we did.
We sold the flash.
Oh, I did. We
stuff.
sold a camera set for like $219.
Yeah, it was just the old studio flash set. I think it was in our previous video.
I don't think it was.
Anyway, we sold one.
We did. So we've sold like $500, over $500 worth of stuff so far from that. And we spent I think it's $42 or $43.50.
Yeah, we did really good at that. And it was just a sale we happened to see on the way into the escape rooms.
Yep.
Like, we didn't know it was even there. We just happened to see it and decided to pull in.
At that cost, are we going to upgrade them? I don't know if that's set at Media Mail. Are we going to upgrade them to
Yeah, we'll send them probably
Ground Advantage?
Ground Advantage, yep.
Okay, perfect. Okay, what's the next piece of our update?
All right. Oh, the next piece was kind of funny. We got another letter.
Yep.
This one, when did we get this one?
About a week after we got the other one.
Yep. So we got the letter saying he was served.
Hold on. So a little backstory before you get to this. When you go to have it served by the sheriff's office, you have to pay a down payment and
It's a deposit.
A deposit plus a deposit amount for mileage.
Yep.
So we paid $60.
They charge you per mile for however long it takes to get to their house.
Yep.
And then they just have a standard deposit, and whatever you have left, they give you back. Or if you went over, they send you a bill.
Yep.
So what we got was a check.
We did. We got a refund.
Yep. And I'll just try and cover my address. But basically, it's a check for $6.10 that has a memo for unused mileage.
So it cost them $3.90 to go serve him.
Yep. So after they've been served and we have gotten our check back, that wraps that up. So the serving process is now completely done. There's nothing else to do there. And we got a few of our dollars back for having him served, which was good.
It is. Now I just got to do a mobile deposit and get that back in my bank account because I'm broke.
Yeah, no. At this point, I almost want to frame it as a lesson and just keep it.
You'll get a notification. And then you know what happens if you don't cash it? Then it goes to the state as unclaimed property.
Oh, we can do a digital thing so we can still keep the check. We could deposit
Yep.
it digitally, so
Yep.
we could probably still frame the check and just keep it as lesson learned. So that's, yeah, we got our deposit, well, we got our refund from the
Unused mileage.
unused mileage. That's what happened there. So, all right, let's look at a few more things that sold.
Okay, we sold an individual pack of 1988 Topps football cards, the small pack,
Yep.
with the nasty gum.
Those guys right there.
And that sold for full price of $8.99.
Big money.
Yep. We're getting down there on those boxes of cards. We have 3 unopened boxes of the...
Cases.
3 unopened cases of the smaller packs.
Yeah.
The white packs.
Yeah, we're getting down there. I think 2024 is going to be the end of our football cards.
Yep.
Like, we're going to
And that
sell
was
out of
pretty
them.
quick because we just bought them like not
Last
even
year.
a year ago.
Yeah, they went fast. That was a lot of cases of cards. So, all right. And then this guy sold, right?
So, can I give him a backstory on this one too?
Absolutely.
Okay, so I had to go to town one day to go drop off mail, and Corey was busy. I don't remember. I think you were editing videos.
I don't remember.
But anyway, so I drove to the post office, and then to get back out, you have to drive past our local thrift store, which is called Encore. And I felt lucky that day. I did. I felt lucky. So I went around the block, and then I parked in front of Encore, and I went shopping, thrifting, sourcing without Corey.
Yep.
I picked up 2 jelly cats. What
Yeah.
else did I get? Oh, 2 jelly cats, a pair of Rock Revivals, 2 pair of Miss Me's,
I was going to say, you brought home like 3 pairs of pants for
and
sure.
this doll. It
And this
is
guy
an
here.
original. They are called Itty Bitty. It's an American Girl Bitty Twin. It's the boy version.
The boy version of American Girl.
Yeah, but they're called Bitty Twins. They make boys for American Girl is the brand. It is. It is. But I listed him. I joined a group to ask them for sure to find out who he is, an American Girl group. And they told me who it was. I listed him, and seriously, like 8 hours later, he was sold.
What did they sell for?
He sold for $29.99. Okay, so the next piece we got in the mail.
Oh, he responded.
Yep, he got his chance to respond. So he had to print out a form and fill it out. You want me to read it?
We got that here.
He had to print out a form and fill it out and send it back in. He could either, like I said earlier, he could either deny it, accept it, or ignore it.
Yeah, he had to fill out the forms to give his response. But we also got a letter back because he did go fill out his response.
Yep.
And his initial response is he denies that he owes the money. That's the gist of it. And
Yep.
she'll read more of what he said. But because he denied that he owed the money, they also set a court date.
Yep, which we
So-
initially thought was April 30th.
Well, he had till April 30th to respond.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
So they've set the court date now for June 12th of 2024 at like 1:30 in the courtroom, blah, blah, blah. If you have supported witnesses or books or whatever, bring them in. And they gave us contact phone numbers and stuff like that in case we need to get a hold of the court.
Yep.
But June 12th, that's because he's filled out his paperwork now and he denies he owes the money. They had to set a court date in front of the judge. Well, it's kind of a non-formal. The judge is like a mediator in this case.
Yep.
So
Well, he's not really a
it may
mediator. He
actually
just picks
be-
whether you get your money or not.
Yeah, but it's not a trial or anything.
No, it's not trial.
It's not even a public, like there's not even a court reporter that takes notes or
No,
anything.
it reminds. I think they do.
They don't. I looked it up.
It reminds me of if you think back to things, think of Judge Judy.
That's exactly what Judge Judy is.
The only difference is Judge Judy is not a civil lawyer. She is. How do you say
But
that?
it's exactly the kind of case. Basically, it's he said, she said, and then they make a decision.
Yep.
It's a mediation type of situation. So they've set the court case, and then they gave us a copy of his response.
Yep. So he had different options that he could do. He did a denial/counterclaim. He didn't do a counterclaim. He just did a denial. And so his disagreement was, it said, I disagree with the following statement in the plaintiff's statement of small claims. He disagreed that we are owed for a balance owed for the items paid for.
I don't know if that's even English for sure. You just owe me my money back, Freddie.
That's what it meant. He doesn't think he owes us money, but we think
I think
owes
he
us
was
money.
quoting the initial court documents, what
Yep.
they write up. Like, we didn't write that
Yep.
because it's not.
No, because he doesn't see the
We're way
documents.
more plain speak than that. We wouldn't have wrote that.
Yep.
So Yeah, he just basically said, I disagree. I don't owe you money.
Yep. And then he said, I don't have enough. There's an option that says, I don't have enough information to either agree or disagree with the following statement in the plaintiff's statement of small claims. Though we're fake.
Though we're fake, he said they were fake. So what he's saying here is prove it. Prove that they're fake. He's saying, I don't believe you that they're fake.
Yep.
We did provide like 30 pages worth of documents detailing out the different parts why we were saying they're fake versus real, and already gave them to the court.
Yep.
So they have those, but that's what that means. He's saying prove it.
So the other thing that it tells him to do is he must explain his answers from the above on why he disagrees with it.
Okay.
So on number 2, that he's owed a balance, he says that personal sales are final at the time of sale.
Okay, so personal sales are final at the... I don't disagree with that statement, but that doesn't... I mean, I don't think that applies if you're selling counterfeits. Like, if you're breaking the law,
yeah,
I don't think that applies. Or shouldn't apply. We'll see if it applies.
Well, I mean, I don't want to say it. If you go into a store and buy something that's counterfeit too, that doesn't mean that sale's final.
Well, like I said, we'll see. I don't think it should mean that. If it does mean that, we live in a crazy world, but we'll see.
And then they were fake, or the were fake. His response to that, if they are knockoffs, this should have been noticed at the time of sale and not purchased, not a week after the sale.
Which I think we had a lot of comments to that effect too.
We did, but
I think our answer to that, which we have addressed before, was they're very good fakes.
They are. And unless you go into it in detail, which he didn't supply videos or pictures.
We didn't have a reason to believe they were fake.
No, he didn't taunt them, however it is. He didn't come out and say these are knockoffs.
No, we didn't. They were advertised as real. We had no reason to believe they were fake. We looked at them. They looked genuine. Everything we could do without having them physically on our hands, we did. Once we had them in our hands and we thought that there could be some question these might not be real, we didn't even know these things got faked. So, yes, there's some ignorance on our side.
Not ignorance.
Naivety. Well, ignorance is just not knowing. So there is some of that. And I think we're pretty honest about that. We've been upfront about that. We didn't know they even got faked or could be faked. Once we knew, we really dug in and did the research. And we knew pretty quickly. And it took us about 3 days to get to the bottom of it. It took us about 3 days to be sure. And we contacted him immediately once we were sure.
As soon as we figured out, we started working on it on Saturday. And as soon as we verified that they were fraudulent or knockoffs, as soon as we did, we messaged him on Sunday when we got back in.
Yeah, within 2 days of having them, we started digging in because we thought there was some question. And within 5 days, we had already contacted him and said, hey, we found out, we did our research, these are actually fake. How do you want to handle it? And this is kind of, well, you know the rest of the story. If not, there is a playlist. You can go back to the very first video where we bought them. We've got all of these videos kind of in a playlist so you can keep up with
our drama.
The drama.
Saga.
So that was his response, which was just kind of twofold. Prove it, and then even if you can prove it, it doesn't matter because all sales are final and you guys are suckers. That's his response. And to that I say, Freddie, we're not done yet.
I'm sorry.
and he may be right. Like I said, he may absolutely be right, and this is a very expensive lesson that we had to learn. And if that's true, then I really dislike you for being a bad person. But we're still going to try.
Karma.
We'll see what happens. So that's where we're at with that right now, and that's his response back to us. So let's look at a few more things that sold.
Okay, so we sold a sun catcher. We bought a bunch of these in Las Vegas when we went to the Trash to Cash reseller meetup, and we're slowly but surely selling them. This is a colorful Easter egg sun catcher.
I'm going to put my hand behind it. Yeah, Easter, just in time for not getting it in time for Easter. But I'm not going to complain because it is nice to see these going out. We've sold quite a few of these.
I think I sold
the
5
Christmas
of them.
ones. So we definitely made our money back on that. What'd the Easter egg go for?
$6.74.
Yep,
It was
there you
on
go.
sale. The next thing, I listed it, not knowing if it would ever truly sell, just because she got issues.
I didn't realize how many issues she had until she pointed them out to me. I thought this was just part of her charm.
No, this is the 2014 Monster High Haunted Student Spirit Vandala doubloon.
Okay, someone bullied this girl. She is missing an arm.
And a leg.
She's missing a leg.
The lower leg, not the whole leg.
And someone painted her whole face with blue Sharpie.
Purple.
Purple Sharpie. Well, I think it was blue and it faded.
I don't know.
So she has been through some stuff.
She has had a rough life.
Yep. She ain't having a good time. What did she sell for?
$12.99.
Seriously?
Yes. And she came in my 25-cent. Remember that one garage sale that we went to that they had all those damaged ones? And I paid 25 cents a Monster High.
Well,
And I think I sold almost all of them now for parts.
even when life picks you apart, you have value. You see that?
She does.
There's always a lesson.
Nice life lesson. You're such a dork.
All right. So where's that put us now? Oh, yeah, we were going to talk about what we plan to do next.
Yep. So the very first thing I think we're doing this week, because this is the first chance we've had to do it, is we have in the town that we source in, we have a cards and collectibles place.
Yeah,
They do like cards. They do
collectibles.
figurines and stuff like that. All kinds of collectibles.
Action figures.
Yes, that.
It's a geek shop,
Yep.
right? Like all the like Star Wars, Star Trek. It's the collectible action figure, Transformers, all that kind of stuff. I guess roll back a second. We told you we did like a 30, 40 page document detailing everything we found.
Yep.
That we could document that made us think they're fake versus real. Now, just to make sure that we've done everything we can before we go to the court case and we know it's going that far, we're going to take everything into town
Yep.
and have them authenticated
All
by
the
a
masterpiece stuff.
professional.
Yeah, I called them about a week ago and asked them if they do it, and the one guy said, I don't, but my manager does, or the boss does, and so he'll be in this day and this day. So I just got a call this week and make sure that he's going to be there when we get ready to go to town, and that way he can go through them, and, I'm not leaving them there. Like, I'm going to stand there and watch him
Yep.
because I'm very paranoid.
I think what we'll do is we'll ask him if he's okay with it, and we'll actually record him looking at them.
I didn't think about that.
And we could take that in, and we may actually also ask him if he's willing to do a signed statement
Yep.
to the fact that they're real or not. I
Yep.
don't know. How do you do an affidavit? Is that something we could do?
He just has to fill out a letter and then sign it.
So yeah, we're gonna have them authenticated by somebody that really does know what they're talking about, and it's not just us doing kind of YouTube research. We're gonna actually take them in and get them done by a professional. That way,
Yep.
we've got all our ducks in a row.
Yep.
That's the best we can do at this point. Now, is that going to matter to a judge? Is it?
I think
Was the burden on us to say they're fake or not fake before we buy them? I think that's the only question left. Can we prove they're fake? Yes.
Yes, we can. I think as far as proving it beforehand, I mean, we did base it off of his information.
He did give us, he told us they were real. He advertised them as authentic. There was no
Yep.
indication they were not.
Yep.
But again, where does the law fall? Does the burden land on the person buying to make sure they're doing their due diligence before they buy? Or do we have some protection against people intentionally or unintentionally selling fakes? We don't know the law when it comes to that. We just know we're taking the action we can take.
Yep.
All right, so that's what we plan to do next. That's all we can do, and we will do another update video when we know more. But the way it sounds now, until June, whatever that was, 12th, we probably won't know anymore. Other than when we get them authenticated, we'll have that.
Yep.
So we'll let you know how all that turns out when we know. But until then, what's sold next?
A couple of smaller things sold. We sold a Littlest Pet Shop walkables. I have 4 of him, and he just doesn't want to sell. But this one did, and he sold while he was on sale.
He got batteries.
Yeah, he walks.
He actually does walk?
Yes.
Okay.
He is the walkable corgi. And he sold for a whopping $5.24.
Yay.
And the last thing that sold, I don't even remember where we picked this up.
I picked it up, and I don't remember why.
Is it glass?
No.
It's acrylic.
It's acrylic.
Yeah. So it
a
is
clock.
a Landau. I think that's how you say it.
It looked old, so I grabbed it. But
It
then
is.
it's acrylic, so it can't be too old.
It's made in Germany.
So I bought a clock, and I know I didn't pay nothing for it.
But we did sell it as parts or repair because I didn't have, I can't verify or turn anything, and I didn't want to tear it apart to see what was wrong with it.
Yep.
So we did sell it for parts and repair, and it sold for $18.74.
Yeah, so not bad. I'm sure I only paid $1 or so for it.
I don't know.
So there's that.
That's it. That's all.
That's it, and that is all.
Yep, we have no more update. That is it. I guess we could maybe give them an update once we go visit the collection guy.
Yeah, we'll have to see. We'll give you an update when we know more, when we have enough to actually make a video with it and update you. But until then, we're going to get out of here and get to the post office, and we will see you guys next time.
Hasta la vista, baby.